Morning. Welcome back to PWTRN with your host, Mosey Along. And yes, today we couldn't do We Review Sunday because there was concert outside and you wouldn't like the music. Trust me, it was from the 40s and the 50s. And even though I'm a 50s kid, I don't like it. So today, now, we're going to do last night's program. We review Sunday, and we're going to talk about how dangerous the weather has become. So, tonight, we're looking at a question that's no longer theoretical, no longer distant, and no longer deniable. Why has Earth's weather become so extreme? And why is it accelerating now? Over the last 40 years, scientists have documented a dramatic rise in extreme weather. Heat waves, wildfires, hurricanes, floods, and storms that break records not once a decade, but several times a year. And according to new research, the pace of warming itself has accelerated sharply since around 2015, after filtering out natural influences like El Nino, volcanic eruptions, and solar cycles. Researchers found that global temperatures are now rising at about 0.35 degrees central per decade, the fastest rate ever recorded. Who believes in global warming? I do. What that means to all of us is that accelerations matter because even a small rise in global temperature adds enormous energy to the atmosphere, like bombs, petroleum, anything that upsets the atmosphere at any layer. It upsets the whole environmental scheme of things, folks. And it means more heat, which means more evaporation, which means more moisture in the air, which we call humidity, and more fuel for storms. And we're getting them early and earlier, and in other places where they don't normally see tornadoes, like in Pennsylvania. It also means drier soil, longer droughts, and more intense heat waves, like that fire in Utah. That's moving at a rapid clip, faster than a snake. The kind that strains power grids, damage crops, and threatens human health. Over in France, even the shade is too hot. The IPCC confirms that human-driven greenhouse gas emissions are the main driver behind the increase on hot extremes and the decrease in cold extremes. Maybe that explains the winter storm they're having over in Idaho and Minnesota, where it's going to be snowing 16 inches of snow. However, recent analysis has shown that we're entering a period of compound disasters, events happening simultaneously across continents. Recent analysis also show that warming is now so rapid that natural cooling mechanisms like El Nino can no longer counterbalance it. Was a time when it rained here in the Northeast, when it rained, it got cool. Now, at 9 o'clock at night, it's still 89 degrees. Heavens to Betsy. This is why we're seeing heat waves in regions unprepared for them. Storms forming faster and hitting harder. Wham, bam. Wildfires burning longer. Utah, that's an example. Marine ecosystems collapsing under rising ocean temperatures. In fact, marine scientists report that fish populations declined by 7.2% for every 0.1 centigrade of ocean warming per decade, a trend with enormous implications for global world and food security. The bottom line is that Earth's climate system is no longer warming slowly. It's warming faster than predicted, and extreme weather is the direct result. The question is no longer, is this happening? The question is, how prepared are we for what comes next? And for when I've seen that very well at all. This has been We Review Sunday on Monday, due to circumstances beyond Mosey's control. Stay away, stay awake, stay prepared, and stay with PWTRELYNEWS as we continue tracking the science shaping our world. Over and out.